Hello family, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Fish Friday, and today I'm going to show you how I do my tilapia fish in the oven. We're going to bake this fish and we're going to add veggies to it. Stay tuned. Okay, first I'm going to tell you what veggies I'm going to use. I'm going to use 2 zucchinis, 2 yellow squash, and 1 onion, fresh parsley, seasoned salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and it's to your taste buds. And here I have a teaspoon of seasoned salt, a tablespoon of seasoned salt, a tablespoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of pepper. And I'm going to mix it together and just sprinkle it over my fish when the time comes. I'm going to use a half a stick of melted butter. You can use butter or margarine. This is the kind that I use, Nuco. If you don't have it in your area, you can always use your favorite one. Okay, so the black pepper, garlic powder, and seasoned salt is all I'm using. So I have the fish, and I'm going to put it in this crystal pan, and I just layered it with some non-stick aluminum foil. So I have the fish. I wash the fish, and I have it drying on a paper towel, just getting some of the excess water out of it. So I'm going to put about 5 of these in here, and we're just going to season them up and get them ready. This meal won't take long at all. It's a nice little quick meal. So you just want to layer them in here. So I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to use 6 for now. Okay, let me clean my hands. Okay, so now I'm going to just mix my seasoning up. And I'm going to sprinkle some on both sides. I have my oven preheated on 365. So you just want to take a spoon or your fingers or whatever you want to use and just sprinkle the seasoning on your fish. And you can use tilapia, you can use red snapper, salmon, you can use any fish you choose. Today I'm going to do tilapia. I haven't had tilapia in a while. So I'm just going to turn these over. And if you have a non-stick pan, you can use that. You don't have to layer your dish. Okay, let me clean my hands once again. Okay, and we're gonna season up this side. And I'm not going to use all this seasoning, so what I'll do is I'll save the rest of it for something else, because I got to do my veggies, so I'll probably use the rest to season up the vegetables. So once we get this fish in the oven, we can start chopping up those veggies. Okay, so we still have some seasoning left. Okay, I'm gonna melt my butter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use half a stick, and I'm gonna melt it. And I'll be right back. Okay, I have my butter melted. I'm just gonna pour it over the fish. And then we're gonna just put this in the oven for about 15 minutes. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is now I have my fish covered with the butter. I'm going to sprinkle some fresh parsley over them. Just to give it a little nice little pretty look and a little flavor. You don't have to put the parsley on yours if you don't want to. I just like parsley, so that's why I'm putting it on mine. Now you can use any type of aluminum foil to seal your pan. So I'm just using heavy duty aluminum foil, and we're gonna seal this up really, really tight. Okay, all done. Now in the oven for 15 minutes. So while that's in the oven, you can start chopping your veggies. So I'm just going to cut mine in half. And depending on how many come out, I might not do both. So, and I'm not chopping them really small. I'm chopping them medium-sized wedges. So just chop them at an angle. And like I said, they're just nice size wedges. And we're just going to dump them in this bowl over here. And we just cut the ends off. So I'm going to do the zucchini as well, the same exact way. You just cut it down the middle, turn them over, and chop them at an angle. And just do nice size wedges, because this is going to be part of my meal. This is my side dish. And I think I'm going to layer the fish over some rice. This is a quick Friday meal because I'm not trying to be in the kitchen all day because it is hot outside. I shouldn't even have the oven on. But I had a taste for this, so I'm going to go on and make it. Okay, so I'm going to do both zucchinis and both squash, but I'm going to do the other one off camera. So I'm going to take this onion and I love onion. So I'm going to do a little more than half of this onion. So I'm just going to peel the outside off. And I'm going to show you the size of the onion that how I'm going to cut it. And then I'll do the rest off camera and I'll come back and show you. So I'm going to start by cutting it in half. And make sure the outside is good. So I'm going to cut it in large slices. Okay, so they're going to come out like this. Not too small. And not too big. And that's why I can use more onion. And you know, onion, as it cooks, it gets translucent. So it's okay if you make it big. Okay, we're going to just drop all that off into this bowl. Okay, here's the onion. And I think I might cut a little bit more off camera. But I'll be back after I finish chopping up these vegetables. Okay, everything is chopped up. I think I went a little overboard, but that's okay. I'm going to eat it. So here's my onion. And this is how much onion I had left. So I used almost the whole onion. And here's my zucchini and my squash. Now what I'm going to do while I'm waiting, I got about 3.5 more minutes on the fish before I take it out. So I'm just going to put some salt. This is sea salt. I'm just going to sprinkle some in here so that my veggies can start sweating. And that way they won't be so hard to cook. So you're not going to put the juice that's going to come off of them in the pan. You're just going to take your hand and dip them out. But you want to do this. This is optional, but I'm telling you, you should do this so that all this does is just tenderize the vegetables so that they won't take so long to cook when you put them in there in the oven with the fish. Okay, they're not gonna be salty or anything, because like I said, you're gonna just take them out of this bowl and leave the residue in there. Okay, so you just want to shake them around and let them sit for about maybe 10 minutes before you put them in the oven. We're going to just set those over there to the side. We're going to check this fish when the buzzer sound, and I'll be right back. Okay, the first 15 minutes is up. So we're going to take a peek at it. Okay, so the butter's spread it out, and this is how it look. So now we're going to put it back in the oven. But this time we're going to leave the aluminum foil off. So we're going to put it back in the oven for 15 more minutes without the aluminum foil. Okay, I'm back, and I had it in the oven for 20 minutes instead of 15 with the lid off. I want you to be able to see it. Okay, that's how it looks. So I'm just gonna flip it over. Uh-oh, excuse me. I'm gonna flip each one of them over. And be careful because they'll break up on you because they're very thin. Tilapia is very thin. You're just gonna flip them. Okay, I got them all flipped over. I'm just gonna smooth the butter around under the bottom. Okay, so now I'm gonna put them back in the oven for about 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 7 minutes. And let's do this. Let's taste them. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna put them on a plate. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. Because they already done and the flavor is just awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them and put them on this plate for now. And then we're gonna put the vegetables in the pan and let our vegetables cook. It doesn't take tilapia long at all to cook. So that was 15 minutes the first time and 20 minutes the second time, and it's already done. So we're gonna just set that right back there. Let me get the vegetables. Okay, so now you see how the vegetables have sweated. They're not as chunky looking as they looked when I first cut them up. Okay, and I'm trying to see if you can see the water at the bottom, but once I put them off in here, I'll show you what's left in the bottom of the bowl. So we're just gonna spread the zucchini and the squash. Just layer it in the pan. Ooh, I cannot wait for dinner. Okay, so just want to get them all layered in this pan. I did cut too much, but that's okay because like I said, it will not go to waste. So now you see all the juice, how they sweated. Okay, so we don't need that. So now you just sprinkle the onion. Just separate the onion, layer it in there. And then we're gonna put the seasoning, the rest of that seasoning, we're gonna put that on here. And we're gonna pour the rest of that butter. So I actually put a little more butter in that little container. So we're gonna pour about a half a teaspoon, I'm sorry, about a tablespoon more butter. I'm sorry, you guys. I just keep on saying teaspoon when I mean tablespoon. So This one is a little big.
This is business.
So we're just gonna cut this one down some. We're gonna get this butter. And this seasoning. So here's the seasoning. So again, I'm gonna sprinkle the seasoning all over the veggies. And I'm going to sprinkle some parsley flakes over this as well. I'm going to go on and put all this on here. Okay, and now I'm just going to drizzle this butter all over the vegetables. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're gonna just take this spatula and move them all around. Let everything get a little seasoning and a little butter on it. And we're gonna seal these up really tight, just like we did the fish when we first put it in the oven. Okay. So we're gonna cover this up and let our veggies cook, and then we're gonna place that fish on top of these veggies when they come out. So I'm gonna cook my veggies for about 20 minutes. So I'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay, our 20 minutes is up. Okay, so now we're gonna give these vegetables a good stir. And they're not quite done. So we're gonna leave them in there probably another 20 minutes. I'm gonna give them a taste. What did I do with my fork? Let me get my fork. Okay, let's give them a taste. Yeah. Another 20 minutes. And actually, I'm going to go on and put the parsley in here now. And I actually want to add some more seasoning to mine. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm just going to sprinkle a little more seasoning on mine. Due to my taste buds, I want a little more seasoning. So I'm still using the same seasonings. The black pepper, seasoned salt, and garlic powder. Okay, and I sprinkled the parsley flakes in there. So I'm just going to mix it around. And again, 20 more minutes. Okay, The oven is still on 365, and we're gonna do this another 20 minutes, and I'll be back. Our 20 minutes is up. Let's see, let's see. Okay, this is better. Alrighty. Yes, this is how I want them to look. Let me see, can I think that messed them up worse. Okay. Can you see? Okay, so now this is my side dish, and like I said, I'm gonna put rice under my fish, and this is gonna be on the side. So I'm just gonna open up a bag of this rice, and it's by Uncle Ben. It's a 1 to 2 person serving. That's all I need. So I'm gonna eat some of that rice and with the fish and these veggies. And so I'm just gonna cover this back up and let it sit until I'm ready to fix my plate. And we're gonna come back and give this dish a name. And it's going down. I'll see you soon. Okay, after tasting this, okay. Woo, it's good, but it's hot. Okay, so I'm gonna let mine stay in the oven maybe another 10 more minutes. Yeah, they're not as soft as I want them to be. They're nice and soft, but not like I want them to be. Yeah. They almost there. So if you like yours at this, taste them and see if you like yours at that crunch. And if you do, leave yours out. And if you don't, just put them in there a little while longer. I'm gonna leave mine. I'm gonna put mine back in the oven for at least 12 more minutes. Okay, so I did another 15 minutes for mine, and I think that's about it. Yeah, these are nice, just the way I want them. Okay, so I'm gonna go on and fix my rice. I'm gonna cover this back up. I'm gonna fix my rice, and then I'm gonna fix my plate, and I'll be back, and we're gonna give this a name. Okay, I plated my food. I have my fish and my rice up under it and my veggies, and we're gonna call this amazing dish BJ's Tilapia Toss-Up. Thank you for joining me in this video. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace and blessings.